Hello, and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online. I am your host, Outlaws 0420, Priest of Azora, and this is Outlaws' Guide to Antiquities. In this video, I will show you how to start the antiquity line, so that way you can find special furnishing items, unique treasures, and mythical sets to use in the Elder Scrolls Online. To start this off, you do need to have the Greymoor chapter purchased or through ESO Plus. Once you have that, you'll come to the city of Solitude, the capital of Western Skyrim. And here at the bottom corner near the Blue Palace is the Antiquarian Circle, which is this quaint little house right here. Once you come here, go inside. You will talk to this lovely lady right here. She will initiate the quest. You will have to follow the instructions. It is a short quest to get everything that you need, the tools and equipment that are required for antiquities. I've already completed this quest, so I won't be showing you that part of it, but this is where you do start it. Once you get your quest complete, you will be given a tool. I recommend that you go to collections, come down to tools, and come to the Antiquarian's Eye. Assign it, because you will need this to help you discover the location of dig sites. Now, there are multiple ways of increasing your skills. There's like one super easy way. It's not going to be an easy process whether you do it the long way or the easy way. It's gonna take anywhere between 2.5 hours to fully skill out this line. The skills that you're gonna be increasing is excavation. This helps you when you're digging out antiquities. You'll have different ones. Trowel gives you a little hand shovel that digs straight down quickly. This one lets you to see the dig sites better. Excavationer's Reserve, it gives you like a special that you can use. It fills up bar. The heavy shovel digs out a 3x3 area, and the most important one that most people like from this one is the Keen Eye Treasure Chest that allows you to see treasure chests out in the world while you're in dungeons and other things. The other skill line that you get from this is scrying. This is what allows you to scry for antiquities, and depending on what your level in Antiquarian's Insight is the color of antiquity that you can do. Just like other things in the game, weapons and armor, there's green, blue, purple, gold. And the things in this line give you special abilities that help you fill out your scrying eye faster. So I will not be showing you how to get those. I will jump onto my main character that has those skills filled out so you can see what it looks like filled and going after a harder antiquity than the ones that I have on this character. But I will show you now where to go if you want to grind it out the most efficient way. Alright, ladies and gents, I am here on the lovely island of Artem, which you do need the Somerset chapter to have access to this island, so do keep that in mind as well. If you want to grind out antiquities the fastest, this is the zone that you come to. Every zone has a set of antiquities, which you can find by going to Journal, Antiquities, and then if you hit Scryable, it will show you the current zone and whatever leads you have active. You do need to have a lead to scry an item. So in Artem, there are only 4 items that you can scry for. But that's not the reason that you really want to be here. The reason that you want to be here is the size of the island. Antiquities can only be found from this top section of the island. From where my cursor is going, all around here. Just in this small section. This is everywhere you can find an antiquity when you're on here. Since it's just a short distance between dig sites that you could have, it makes it faster for you to grind through them. This is the hard way to do it. Like, you just want to go through, grind it until you get up to whatever level of scrying and excavation you want to be at, and that's fine if you want to spend a couple of hours here in Artem doing that same mode. I mean, we all know that there's a grind. You're in an RPG, an MMO RPG, so there's always a grind. And this is the way to do it. This is where you have to come. I'll show you real quick what scrying and an excavation of a green item when you're starting out. And this is the best place to do it if you just want to grind. So let's get this started. Here comes your area. What you're going to want to do once you see this scrying eye, these little black hole kind of looking things, you want to make sure that you encompass all of them, like I'm going to do right now. As you can see, there's a big outline. As long as you are going to connect with the same looking icons, the bigger the area that you're gonna fill in. So see there, I filled in that big area and I got one of the little black holes. And the goal is, there is a light blue bar at the bottom of the antiquarian's eye. As you click and fill in spots, that section goes shorter and shorter. That's the energy that your eye has, so that way you can get your antiquities. So you have three charges left, but I won't need them because I'll be able to complete it. If you do miss one of those black hole things before your energy runs out, you will have 2 or 3 of these little sections that show up, that come out on the map. You'll have to go to every section, dig up whatever little treasures there, and then once you get to the final section, you'll be able to dig up your lead. Since we didn't do that, you don't have to worry about it. But let's do an excavation real quick. And this is where this comes into play with the antiquarian eye tool. Because this big section right here, your dig site can be anywhere in there. And what the antiquarian's eye tool does is give you a direction. So it says it's this way. And there it is. Not bad. As you can see here, this little glowing dust that's coming out, that shows you that that's the dig site. And it's not that easy to see if you're in a far away place. So once you get more into the excavation skill line, it'll be able to show up more. I'll jump onto my main character and show you what that looks like in a moment, but let's see how a simple dig is gonna start. When you start off, you only have two tools, the antiquarian's eye and a little duster brush. I don't know what the official name of that is. Anyone that's an archaeologist, let me know. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is when you press A, it will show up a spot and let you know how far you are from your actual treasure. So when you start off looking for your antiquity, there's a little trick that you can do. If you come to the corner of your dig site, it doesn't matter which one, you go up to, so 1, 2, and then go 1, 2, and you press A. You see that big L shape? It means that your treasure is in that direction. So if that's what happens, you come over here, you do the trick again, go up to left 2, press A. So now that the square is smaller, your antiquity is going to be somewhere in that square. And the reason that you want to do that trick where you go up 2 and to the left 2 is if you do it in this certain order in any of the sections, it's going to give you a faster way of finding the item. So let's go here. Okay, so definitely not here. So it's probably somewhere in this area. Let's try. There we go. So when you're on your simple dig sites, you're only going after like green or blue items. The best thing to do is get your brush and dig straight down to the item. The reason being is because you see that the little treasure chest is facing up. You can tell that it's not going down, it's going up. So then what you're going to want to do, since you don't have any special items at the moment or special techniques to use because you haven't gotten that far in scrying, you just want to make sure that you're not going to miss this and not lose out on any of your time to look out for other remaining items. Every excavation site that you do is going to have your main antiquity, which comes in a treasure chest, a bag, an ornate box, and you'll have 3 different items that you can find. Most of the time it's a treasure, some gold, a zone weapon or item. So since we're in Somerset, we'll get a equipment piece from this zone or this chapter. And from there you just dig down. Oh, look, there you go. Oh, I guess in the green ones you only have 1. So this time I got a helmet. And there you go. That's how you do an excavation and a scrying. Like I said, if you want to do it here in Artem and just keep on going and going, then that's, your choice to do. It's not a wrong choice. It's not a right choice. It just depends on your playing style. Like I did say, it is going to take you a while to increase this. I've only done 3 or 4 antiquities with this character. So as you can see, it doesn't take too long when you're in the earlier levels, but getting from 8 to 10 is a real slog. Now, my advice and my opinion is probably the best thing to do, especially if you're doing this on a brand new character, is to go to every zone, at least in the main game, in the vanilla game, I guess I should say. And you can go to every zone and you can pick up the little golden treasure. Or, I'm sorry, not the golden treasure, but the green treasure, which will then give you the lead to find the blue treasure. If you do that, if you find all the treasures in the vanilla zones, which are everything in the Altmeri Dominion, everything in the other Ebonheart Pack, and everything in the Daggerfall Covenant, you will then be given a lead in Western Skyrim called Alish Ascension Coin. And once you get this, you can sell this coin for 1k or 100k, sorry. So you can make gold by doing this. I mean, it's not the quickest way, but it is a way to make gold. You do get a nice chunk of change for getting all those antiquities. And as you're doing that, if you just stay in this zone, you're just grinding for that. But if you go to every single zone, get the gold and the blue treasures as you go, get the purple treasure as well, then you'll increase your scrying, you'll increase your excavation, and if you're on a brand new tune, you'll get experience because you'll have to run around and discover new places. You can always ask a guildmate or, ask someone in the zone to taxi you to another zone, so that way you can try and get the antiquities through there. You can get sky shards and way shrines. I find that not just staying in one zone to kill yourself doing this is a lot more fun and more rewarding, but that is my opinion. Now I will switch to my main character and show you what it is when you find a golden lead that can be either furniture or a piece to a mythical item. Alright, I'm on my main character. Let's see what leads I can find. I want to find us a gold lead and a purple lead to show you the differences in how to find those. So let me go to my active leads and see. Got the jewel. Okay, look, I got this one. The Kingmaker's Trove. This is a furnishing item. That's a gold lead. So let's get this one out of the way. This is in Penumbra. Oh, good. I can get that other one too. If you are on a character that has all the areas locked, all your way shrines unlocked, go for somewhere in the middle of the zone map. So that way it's a little bit easier for you to travel to wherever you need to go. Start at a way shrine, because these items can be anywhere on the map. So let's scry this gold item. And as you can see in the bottom corner of this item, it says 4 days, 1 hour, 4 days and 14 hours until this expires. So that means once it expires, you're going to have to go through whatever process you need to find the lead again, and then go and do it. So always keep an eye on your antiquities. Every once in a while, just jump in there, look at your active leads, and see if something's going to expire. If it's something you really don't want or care, then, you know, by all means, don't do it. But if it is like a piece to a mythical item or a furnishing that you're really looking forward to, then make sure that you get on top of those. So for this one, I'll show you. As you can see, from the green to gold, there's a lot more things to fill in. And it takes a little bit more energy to finish this, but as you can see at the top of the eye now, I have them filled out. If you press the left bumper, you get a snowflake little design that fills in everything that's part of the snowflake. If you're touching an item, if you're touching a symbol that matches some symbols outside of your snowflake, it will fill in those as well. So as you can see, my snowflake gets deformed because I changed everything, and some of the other ones are like that. So we'll go there. The next one is the right bumper. It gives you you choose the one, and then you can go in any direction in a straight line. As you can see, you can go clockwise and you have this line. Makes it pretty easy when you're trying to get these. And then the last one, and probably the most useless in my opinion, is when you press Y. If you press Y, it will fill in any of the symbols that are touching any of the filled in spots that you have. So as you can see, this little bright little star thing is showing all the ones that are touching a filled in spot that I've already done. Once you press A, it fills in the spots, and that's what those 3 special items do. When you go through and you finish leveling up your things, you will unlock these special abilities. They are very useful, especially when you're on the higher ones. My favorite is the snowflake, but I've been shown that this one is more effective at getting things that you need. As you can see up at the top, the 3 little diamonds, and there's a little blue one that's not completely filled out. Those are your energy to use these abilities. They get filled up by the more things that you fill out. So the more you fill out, the more energy you have. There you go. And this antiquity, see, not too far from where I need to be, but there's a way shrine that's closer. So we'll go to that one. Now the reason I'm going to show you a gold and a purple excavation site is the gold one is very difficult to do, but in anywhere between blue and purple, you're going to have these special little puffs of smoke that you can use to help you dig out. antiquities and other special items. As you can see, my skill line is completely filled for this. So my excavation and my scrying are up to 10. And with the keen eye dig site, you can see that way better. All the way back here. So you can see that way better than you can when I had the green one. It was just like little gold dust that was coming out. So keen eye is probably the best thing that you can get in these ones. So this is a golden dig site. You can see up at the top, the gold bar is the amount of time that you have. It's not as long as the green one. The green one you had, I believe, 20 hours to excavate it. And the red bar is only 2, where the red bar on the green one was 10. What the red bar represents is how much health the container has. So if the container takes 2 hits, that's it. You have to restart, find another dig site, and redo it. The golden bar at the top, every time you dig out a piece of dirt, it shortens. Using the antiquarian's eye does not affect the time. So the thing with these is, as you can see, these sand with pebbles on them, you cannot use your antiquarian eye through them. You have to make sure that it's one of these exposed sites. So my advice with you is, honestly, with these, you can't really use the same trick that I did before. Go 2 and 2. Well, sometimes you can. Like here I can. And luckily enough, it's in this vicinity. So let's see. Okay, so that means it's somewhere here. Would it be? Nope. Okay, there. And like I said before, when you're doing these, just dig down. Okay. So that means when you're doing golden antiquities, the box is pretty big, so it's going to be here, here, in this little area right here. And that's the way that this is going to work. You can see the little blue flashing bar. That's my energy bar that you can then use either your hand tool, which is right trigger, to dig straight down, or you can use right bumper, which gives you the shovel, which makes it a 3x3 area. The shovel will only dig out sections that are the same level. As you can see, the 3 sand area is lit up, but none of the rest of it is. And that's because that's the only part it's going to hit. And it also has to be connected. As you can see here, even though that other little square is in my 3x3, it's not connected per se altogether. So it's not going to dig out that spot. So I believe this is probably the best bet to get to where I need to go. And like I said, you need to be on the same level to dig out this area. And when you're digging out a gold antiquity, once you see these rocks, that's it. That's going to be the last time that you should use the full bar. Because if you use the full bar, you'll hit your golden box more, and you'll do more than 2 damage to it, and you'll have to restart. So in this case, what you're going to want to do here, because you only need this spot and this spot, get your full bar up, use your right trigger, do that, do 1 bar here, dig, and there you go. You've dug out your antiquity. Now, for the rest of the time, you're going to try to get your extra item. You can see these puffs of smoke. Be careful with them. They will explode if you dig them incorrectly. So I'm going to try and find something else, but no guarantee, to be honest. Oh, found another bonus item. That was one explosion. I'm gonna dig out a purple one to show you better how to use the explosion techniques. So there you go. I got a etched manganese, which is used for ancestral orc, and some gold. When you complete a special antiquity, it can be any color, they will send it to the circle, so that way you can get a special bit of lore. And that's what you do. That's a golden excavation. I'm gonna do a purple one real quick and show you how that works. Okay, same thing with this one. Find your spot. I'm gonna go through this real quick. I hate when that happens. Okay, cool. Got that out of the way. Now I'm going to show you the cool thing about these little puffs of smoke that are coming out. Now, the thing you have to watch out for is that you want to make sure that the puffs of smoke, when you're doing purple antiquities or lower, that they're at this level, where you've cleared out all the pebbles and rocks, and they're in a straight line. Or not in a straight line, but you have like a line to them. As you can see here, once you can use your right trigger, and if you press A, you'll blow up everything in that line and clear out all the dirt from there. But that's not what you want to do. Like I was saying, you want to make sure all the little puffs of smoke are, that there's a direct line to each of them, and you can always just hit the right trigger just so you can see to make sure that you're connecting each one. And you do want to keep an eye on your dig time, because you don't want to accidentally dig too much and not get to it. Ooh, I'm gonna barely hit it. There we go. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Ooh, you know, I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna clear out that. So there you go. Boom. And I cleared out all three of my things. 95% of the time when you do an explosion and you do a line like that, most of the time you'll find your extra items. So you see I found a treasure, an equipment piece, and either a trait item, a piece for enchanting, some gold. Alright, so that is my guide to antiquities. Showed you some tips and tricks and my opinions on how to grind for this, like hardcore, or taking it a little bit easier, enjoying the sights of the game and getting the most out of your antiquities. Whether you're digging for treasure to make gold or finding that meta mythic item, I hope you enjoyed the guide. If you did, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and do whatever else the YouTube gods demand of you. I do stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/outlaws0420. You can follow me on Twitter to stay up to date whenever I go live for my videos and streams. I am at Outlaws0420. And as a little side note, if you did enjoy this and you want a guide to finding mythical items or certain furniture that you can get as antiquities, I can put up guides on how to find those leads. Just put a comment saying that you want that, and I'll look into making them. But as always, everyone, remember, someone out there appreciates you because I appreciate you. May Azora's glow guide you ever warmly. Bye.